And welcome back to the SimCity 2013 beta. This, I would imagine, given that the release is about a little under a week away, that's probably the last beta that they do. And rather than show off, normal gameplay, I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show off what I've noticed is a little bit different, see if I can ask some questions about what exactly is the full game going to entail, because in this beta, they have given us the full game to play with. Right away, you can see if you've seen any beta videos, there's differences here. We've got an option to immediately look into the SimCity world, where we can peek at leaderboards. If you're thinking of playing the game and you're thinking that you really are into the leaderboard aspect of the game, you can see that your cities will apparently be judged by population, simoleons, wealth, approval rating, education, crime, health, sickness, pollution, and green regions. Not entirely certain what green regions are exactly, but that might be interesting. And headquarters, obviously what your city is actually specializing in. Challenges, we have no idea what they are, they're not out yet. But that gives you a pretty good idea. The options screen has not really changed very much. This is pretty standard. Nothing's really, like I mentioned, nothing's really changed any. If you want to capture your own video of the game, they immediately put that in there. For you to do so, because they realize that the players capturing the video and putting it out there is probably worth more advertising than they'll ever be able to do by themselves. So pretty cool idea. That said, let's see what's changed in the game in and of itself. We go to play and we can immediately see what do we want to do. Apparently these people, I guess, have regions that you can join. I've been kind of tinkering with my stuff for a while now, which is why, hello, hour ago. Been around for quite some time. Filter by, looks like just Cape Trinity. Okay. So I guess they've given us a full game of just that, I suppose. Can't do any resume games because those are gone from the beta, as you would expect. I can create a game. I only have access to Cape Trinity, it looks like. That is something that took me for a little bit by surprise. When they said that we would have access to the full game, I thought they were actually going to open up multiple regions for us so we can answer a few more questions. Like, how large is the largest map going to be, for example. But it looks like, no. We do in fact only have access to Cape Trinity. So I will go ahead and create that. Region's name. Well, if I set up the region name, people might actually see it and try to join. Let's not do that. Let's call it absolutely not Dwyrinville. Alright, VIL, that's fine. Oh, I can just do a private region. Alright, screw it. We are going to go with a private region. I could do sandbox mode. All buildings and limited sheets are available. I'm tempted to do that just so I can see everything over the course of the 4 hours. But like I said, this is not going to be a... Oh, interesting. You can see the rail here. The roads are there. Do we have any information on this? Foothills. So it's got a little bit of wind, it's got some water, oil, ore, and coal. Okay, so if you're looking for an industry city, this one of Clearwater, probably not a good idea on account that there's no coal, ore, or oil there, so it clearly tells you what's what, so you can plan things out for your first city. This is a lot of water and not much else. Well, if I learned anything from my previous playthroughs, is that industry is going to be very, very important. So let's actually start off by creating an industry city. That way we can fund everything that we want to do. So I will claim that for myself. I guess that's what I just did there. Alright. And no. Maybe I cannot claim that for myself. can I claim this for myself? Oh, okay, it just took a while. Alright, so it was a bit lagged, I guess. Yep, just claimed, let's play. So here we are in Norwich Hills. And like I said, this is not going to be a complete 4-hour playthrough of the beta, or 3 hours and 30 minutes as the time's left. I'm just going to essentially try to highlight things that I've noticed are new and jump between them sporadically in the videos. So right away, a lot of people use the right click, I've noticed, to go over and around. For some reason, Dude, I don't care about you, thank you. Go away. I'm more of a WASD kind of person. You can actually use those to move around, that's pretty much what I do. But alright, so we have everything open to us. We can, for example, go up to high density avenues and whatnot if we so wish. As I approach things that are new, I will show them in the videos. Alright, so immediately I noticed a few interesting things about this, with just my industry city here so far. I can actually go into water, and I do not remember this screen last time, but you can see where you're going to get the most water from. Like here, for example, it's only going to, I guess, be able to have 566, go up, as opposed to somewhere over here, which is over 1,000. So you're definitely going to want to put your water towers in a nice deep blue area to maximize how much water you're going to be able to get from the surrounding area, which is quite nice, quite nice. No reason to really name this right now. So that right there was something that I noticed was kind of interesting. Also, I had access to every power plant that I could possibly want to build. Obviously, I can't really afford anything very large right now, so we're going with the wind still over here. But if I want to slap down coal, oil, solar, or nuclear, it looks like I have those options afforded to me. A lot of your buildings, you can't just go and start placing them down willy-nilly. They do have to be approved essentially by the city. Everything from your town hall and up, for example, has to be approved. The one thing that was approved right away was for me to turn this area into, let's say, a coal mine, if I wish. And I guess that's where I need to put the coal mine? I'm guessing the white is bad, and that I would have to place it like right there if I wanted to get coal out of here. Same thing with ore. Yep, you can see here, I guess my ore is right in here. So if I was to try and get the most out of here, I'm guessing avoid the white and go for the darker colors. Doesn't really... Okay, yeah, it does tell you. Yeah, okay, right there. So it says that would be like 360 tons. That would be like... That looks like the sweet spot right there, if I was to specialize my city in such a way. So that's very interesting. That is very interesting indeed. However, since this is mostly going to be my... what is it called? Since this is mostly going to be my industry city for this particular beta, I'm going to go ahead and just slap down some more industry real quick, and then go into a city that's not going to be quite so horrible. And of course in this one I can upgrade, right? Okay, cool. I can be like boop, boop, and upgrade it to a high density street later on if I so wish. Alright, good. So now that we've taken care of the industry demand, similar to SimCity 4, let's see if I can go next door and see about making a city that's not going to be an industrial blight, so to speak. And another thing that should probably be different from the beta, or the other betas, is I should be able to just go straight out to region view. This will keep doing its thing all by itself. Actually, let's see how interesting this is. If I, for example, I have no demand for more industry, right? So let's say I want to set up an industry city and just forget about it, because I'm not really interested in industry. All I'm interested in is, you know, making residential and commercial jobs. Maybe I'll invite a friend, and have him do, you know, the whole industry thing, because who knows, maybe I have a friend that really, really loves making industry cities. Can I just, like, set this up like so? Okay, I don't want to do it quite like that. Whoa, they will actually go all the way up there. Interesting. Not enough freight consumers? I don't care. It's apparently warning me that I have way too much industrial right now, which is fine, because like I said, that's our giant question mark right now. Can I just leave that as is and go take, for example, I don't know, Clearwater, Trinity Point? That's going to do a lot of water, some wind. What is this? Not as much water and wind, so I guess there's no real point to that. So I will claim this for myself, and we'll head into Trinity Point and see if it actually works like that. Is this demand bar, for example, for the entire region? Oh, okay, this is interesting. It's curved here. Well, alright, let's follow the curve. Follow the yellow brick road. We have money to do whatever we want with. Let's say that we are going to have... Oh, look at the plane, look at the plane, look at the plane. Alright, let's say that goes off that way. And let's see if we can't... I was told if I, like, hold down shift or something. No, that's not it, apparently. I haven't mastered this yet. Alright, that it must have been it. It must have been control. Because it's following the guideline perfectly. So let's follow the guideline perfectly. Yeah, you see it snap, hold down control, and it does do that. See, oh, son of a... Alright, might not want to draw it too fast. It kind of goes crazy. So apparently you need it, like, nice and slow. Something like this, so we can keep the guideline. Too fast and you go nuts. I don't believe that guideline. That can't possibly be the right guideline. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna follow... I don't like that curve. Oh, because the guideline, it's... Okay, because that itself. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna connect this as well. And like I mentioned... Alright, it's not gonna be perfect, but we've only got, like, so much time to do this. Let's see what happens if I actually try to create the city that I'm thinking of. Let's say this is going to be, for the moment, we'll get rid of a couple of these eventually. And do that and that. Our power, of course, is still going to be water. Oh, or son of a, we built too much. That was a mistake. Let's give them water at the very least. Oh my god, this was bad. I humbly apologize for my stupidity there, bro. But we did go overboard. And we need money. So that's all I can say. We need to get money in. Need to watch how much you start off. These avenues do cost a lot. In SimCity 4, you can essentially zone an entire, what is it called? Okay. Right, I forgot about that. I can buy power from them. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Dude, thank you. Bye. Alright, that works. We'll get our own power up and running here in a second. Not to worry. And despite buying power, we're already, you know, doing pretty well. All we need is a little bit more and we're gonna be okay. But anyway, as I was saying, in SimCity 4 you can pretty much zone an entire region at once if you know what you're doing. And you'll immediately make enough money to recoup, and you're good to go. Here, not so much. Put it on cheetah speed, watch him go. But you can kind of see why. I mean, this thing, if you could actually zone it all immediately, you could just do it and go to sleep. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that this demand, industrial demand, is skyrocketing. So the question is, let's go look at my neighboring city real quick. Am I going to have a huge industrial demand there? Trying to see how the neighbors are interacting with each other. That's what I'm most concerned about right now. Oh, Snapple. It looks like we have no neighbor interaction. What? No, there it goes. There it goes. It's updating. Okay. It took a second to update, but it is going. So because we have all of that demand, we can see this developing quite nicely. All of this should be industry. So there you go. You can invite people to your regions. Keep in mind that what they're doing is going to have is going to create demand in your cities. Your cities are going to create demand in their cities, and vice versa. That sounds like it can be very, very fun or incredibly annoying depending on who you invite into your region. As you all know, I plan on inviting Bone Canoe 86 into my region, or me into his region, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to that being a lot of fun. This is slowly getting people in. And slowly but surely, our industrial demand is going the way of the dodo. Which is good. Now I can just go immediately click out a region view. It is a little bit annoying that I actually have to activate that city in order for this to develop. I mean, as long as this area is not paused, I would prefer if it actually, you know, kept reacting like that. But hey, whatever, who cares? So here I'm going to go back into Trinity Point, and if we encounter anything else that's really new and cool in the beta, I will be sure to bring it to your attention. Alright, so here's something that's kind of interesting, I feel. I just tried to send myself 30,000 simoleons just to see how easy that actually occurs if the money gets there immediately. As you can see, I have noticeably less than 30,000 simoleons, and I'm not negative, and I haven't built anything. So it hasn't, maybe I messed up, but it hasn't gotten here, so that's kind of unfortunate. It's a good feature, though. I would be careful about using it until you figure out exactly how you do that, because it looks like I just completely threw 30,000 simoleons just completely in the trash. Not really sure where that went. But it's a good feature, because in SimCity 4, those of you who played it, you might remember there were ways around that feature because it didn't actually exist in that game. You would, for example, in a rich city, you would start selling, or you would start buying water from a poor city just to feed them money. So that's cool that they actually put a way to do that, you know, legitimately into the game. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That said, it looks like here we need some medium wealth citizens. It seems to be interested in that a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got 30,000. I'm not making this city particularly of any interest. I'm dumb. I have not listened at all to see if this city is actually staying, so I'm just going to treat it as a city that's going to be gone by the end of the beta. That we're not actually going to be, you know, keeping this, so I will just treat it as such. That's an issue. If I want this here, so I can do it this way, and then off here I can do it this way. And once that's there, I can do it this way. So we'll run. So that's a little bit annoying. If I actually want to keep this here, you can see there's a problem, right? Because I've built this here. and because I've made sure that this is completely interrupting it, it looks like I'll never have a nice line here ever again. So you might want to be careful with that, because that's like a completely straight line that herp derp fill. So that's unfortunate. We will thus ignore that for the time being. Whoa. And we will stay with the lines that don't completely suck, though that one did completely suck, didn't it? Yeah, you can see that I'm gradually getting really herp derpy. Oh well, whatever, it's only the beta. I don't really care very much. Some of you with OCD might not like that, but that's okay. For the moment, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and this. And by that, I've changed my mind completely. Because we do this constantly. We do this go away. This, no, go back into that, thank you. Let's get that out. Let's get rid of that entire line, and this entire line. Because I have decided that this was a nice waste of money. You can see why I was interested in, you know, making more of it. Wow. Insta-destruction off of the grid. So that's 8,000, right? That's going to be more commercial. Now, I would like people to come into those areas. That would be awesome. I have a feeling we need to actually give them stuff like the hospital that is currently really, really asking for. But we can't until we have more money, so right now all we can do is just kind of sit back and hope they don't get too angry. Not much else we can do besides that right now. Unlike in SimCity 4, as you can see, the time does not go by very quickly. Again, it's probably engine related. If time went by in this game as fast as in SimCity 4, I wonder if computers could pull up with large cities where every one of your Sims is like represented and has something that they're, you know, complaining about or whatnot. So here we go again, losing some money, but this is going to be completely fine. Because we just gave them a clinic. I don't care. Not approved for a large hospital, that's fine because we can't afford it anyway. I will go ahead and not give them anything because we can't afford it. But this is pretty much standard from the first beta and the second beta. So once again, if I find anything new, I shall let you know. Alright, so it turns out the fact that your cities are in fact always online really matters. Because as you can see here, I now have 65,000 simoleons because I sent myself money again to see if it would reach. And I don't know, I want to say like 5 or 10 minutes passed. Like RL. However, I'm just now hitting it, and it hit me all at once. So I guess it is sent, but it just got like really backed up or something. Because it took a while to get there, but we got there. We did in fact finally get the money. So there's that. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm going to upgrade this to a high density street now that I think about it. Same with this. High density avenue, high density avenue. I can do high density streetcar avenue, but I won't do it because I want to get rid of all my money that I just sent myself. So there's a few things that I want to do in this city now that I have in fact done that. I do not want to learn about the budget panel, but I thank you very much for asking me if I do. That was very kind of you. Okay, top floor, so let's go bottom floor. Let's just go behind and do a little 2 thing on there. And maybe some buses. Takes care of that. We had a thing though, didn't we? Did we not give them a clinic? Ouch, you're injured. Someone please help. I thought I gave him a clinic over here. Did I not? It looks like I did. Ha. Okay, so you're gonna be pissed at me in a minute. And just like that, we got rid of all of our everything. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I think this is fine. Because what we're going to do, now that we actually have those streetcars, is we're going to go back into region view. And we're going to be like, hey, you, would you like, I don't know, maybe a vehicle? We'll give you a vehicle, and I think in exchange they're going to pay us for that. So it should be okay. Select a claim connected city to volunteer vehicles. Okay, like that one, right? No, I want to do this. That should work, yeah? Yeah, Norwich Hills. Okay, good. And done. Now, unfortunately, we're not making very much money right now, probably because we got the avenues and all of that stuff. Because traffic in this game, I always say it, like in every single city simulation game, that the boss of that game, pretty much, is going to be your traffic. And nothing I've seen in this game really leans toward that not being the case in this one as well. I really feel that that it's going to be similar, that traffic is the thing that you're fighting for dear life. Alright, we're good. We seem to be good. We got that and that. Next I want to give them police and fire, and hopefully we'll unlock something more interesting, and we will show that as well. Instantly though, before I go again, you can see the effect this had. I mean, this was like completely all backed up and before I put up something else, right? And now that we're helping, we're getting a little extra money. But this is completely all backed up before I turn this into a higher road, and you can see visually that it's a lot better off now. And of course, that might be because they're overloading this one. Oh, if that's the case, this game needs one-way roads. Oh my god. Oh wow, I was told that, wasn't I? The game's traffic engine is not that smart. It'll use the shortest distance and not the... Oh well, who cares, who cares? Surely not me. Is there anything else that I can do really quickly? Not much. Unfortunately, I spent a ridiculous amount of money. So now I need to do things. And you're always updated in case, I guess, if you forget maybe of what you're selling who. This is telling me that Norwich is, you know, paying for this. It tells me that I'm sending sewage to Norwich. You know, things like that. There might be an option to turn that off. I have not looked at it. But if you have a lot of interconnecting... cities, that might get a little bit annoying. Because I imagine that you'll be completely flooded with, you know, this is going there, and we're buying this, and that's over there, and that's over here, and by the way, we're pissed off at the crime, and that's doing this, and yada yada yada. So I imagine there's probably a way to turn that off. And of course they all want buses. Well, I'll invest in mass transit. Calm your face. Calm your face. Takes a while to get the money. When you've built as much as I have at once. Anyway. Hopefully we'll find something more. Alright, so here's something that's very interesting that I found. Not really new with, this, you know, full version of the game. However, interesting nonetheless, because you see, you can see I'm not really making a whole bunch of money right now, and in fact, I actually got negative real quickly, just by, you know, randomly building stuff. Because in all the betas, I've been trying to like lose a lot of money to see like how easy it is to recoup from screwing yourself completely over. And one thing I noticed was, take the school for example. The extra additions that I had built on more than this, were taking up a lot of money. You see, like 200 an hour for these top floors, and I built like, I don't know, a ton of them. But you can easily go back in and delete the ones that you don't need in case, you know, you've built up entirely too many. So that was kind of interesting. If you screwed up your roads, like let's say maybe you don't actually need this upgraded to the highest road possible because you have mass transit, you put in buses or something, right? Well, you can easily go into the tool, and you can you can't downgrade it any lower than the current avenue that I have, but I was at high density avenue. You can easily downgrade that to save some bucks, get yourself back to being nice and what is going on there? To taking public transfer came from the bus stop, and now they're walking? What? Heading out of town to find work by public transportation. I don't think you're heading out of work if you're doing that, bro. Oh, right, they're turning people away. They need another, bus, they said. There we go. So let's throw in some of them. Yeah, average rate 1 hour. There we go. And apparently that's turning into yellow, and even that was like all lit up and problematic. Anyway, that aside, what was I saying? Right, so I was able to downgrade some things to get the money back on track. I was able to delete some add-ons that I apparently couldn't afford to get that back on track. And as you can see, I'm now making money. I've got buildings that, you know, are slowly, you know, building up and getting into a higher density. Dude, there's nothing I can do about that. Tired of working at the factory, going home. Okay, well, like I said, there's nothing I can do about that. That's not my road to control. So, bite me. Let's see, I was able to unlock the mayor's house while I was at it, and that was something that was not available previously in the other betas. You can see that that is really, really blurry. Is that really the best I can do? We have anti-aliasing on. Our textures are the highest. Our tilt shift, let's go with less tilt shift. Alright, there we go. That's a bit clearer. I'm not a fan of tilt shift. Unfortunately, it does not think we can upgrade it in any way, shape, or form, but this did have an insane effect on everyone. Like, the minute I plopped it into my town, everybody was happy. The entire town that I've built so far was really, really pleased. So that's interesting. This apparently is entirely backed up. Holy crap. I think maybe I want to actually upgrade this road now, or maybe this one. Not this one, this is only yellow. The orange, on the other hand, probably want to touch that one, right? So let's high density that, and we're good everywhere else. So yeah, overall, I'm not too attached to the city because, you know, the actual game is going to be coming out soon, and I can begin planning things there. So I don't really want to actually continue playing this particular demo. I mean, I think I have a fairly good idea what to expect from the game. nothing else really springs to mind of what I want to mess with, aside from this. I mean, the upgrade, sure, there's that, but more to the point, we've got all of these different additions that we can put on, like the Department of Finance, the Department of Safety, Tourism, Transportation, Utilities. I'm guessing Finance is probably a good one. I can't really afford more than one right now, but Finance, I'm pretty certain, and let's go and look at this data view in case I'm completely wrong about this. Back out of there a little bit. Let's see, was it an overlay? Oops, shoot. No, it's not a data map, I don't think. Is it a data map? No. What am I looking for? Not that, apparently. Oh yeah, here we are. Just click on that. I think I can adjust taxes in greater detail if I have a Department of Finance. But by and large, it's still very, very difficult to actually lose money. And I took out a bond for giggles. But it's very, very difficult to actually lose money in this game. You can see that we're getting a lot of money from our income, not so much on the expenses, unless you go crazy and just start putting down wings and upgrading roads willy-nilly. Then you might be in trouble. If you start putting down more things that they ask you for, like these are yellow, these are problems. They want more mass transit. Let's see why. We've got 9 shuttles. What's the average wait time? 61 minutes. So apparently I'm thinking they want more buses for that, I suppose. I guess they're interested in trains too that aren't approved, so screw them, I can't do anything about that. Boats, definitely can't do anything about that either. Highway traffic congestion is getting clogged up. Dude, what did you say? Department of Transportation, City Hall, start building up mass transit. Oh, okay, so I see what you're saying. You're saying that if I put in a Department of Transportation, like so, then I'll open up things. Okay, yep, gotcha. Now I can actually put in heavy rail. And a train station. These are really, really expensive though, but I can in fact do it. I'm thinking I'd have to connect it to this guy, right? Yeah. The rail is there, so if I was to put anything, it would have to be like right here, and I could just have it zip across my city. Put in a passenger train at your industry city, do likewise, and then you're probably good to go. I have to admit, tilt shift does make your city a little bit better, just because it's like all so kind of bland and blah at the moment. But yeah, I intend to play this as soon as it comes out. I've got nice city designs that I intend to explore. I've got some people I intend to actually play with. There's 2 of them right now, actually. There's Bone Canoe 86, as I've previously mentioned. There's also someone else. I'm not going to name drop him because I don't know if he still wants me to do that or not. So you guys can, of course, look for that. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with the beta, so I hope you enjoyed. There won't be another video until the game actually is released.